ULTI.TV.
We're here from Field 10, A4, Australian Ultimate Championships. We've got the 3-4 playoff between HOS Burgundy and Fyshwick. Both teams ended up losing against Colony yesterday in their semis. Disasters for both teams because they both definitely could have made the final. So now we get to play off the 3-4 and we have Colony v Colony final. Dal with the first ball of the match. The wind is quite strong today, probably about a 20 km/h breeze, flying right to left, directly downfield. You see this Fyshwick zone here, it's very, very loose. It's transition, looking to stop a huck, make the offense move into a unplanned vertical offense, or an unplanned offense at least. Asher, gentle on the mark. The bar throws to Calvados on the far sideline. Calvados dumps to Hoivu, off fingers, contested mark, and the disc goes down finally. And there's a call. Ball on the field. Seb Bar, want to get back. Ash Gentle taps the disc in. Bar throws it in the ground. Bit of ultimate karma there, I think. Didn't look like it was a fair foul. Down, jam with the forehand. Ron Holmes. Can't get the disc. Hoivu kicks it up. Goes down the line. Owen Shepherd with the disc. Shep puts it up. Bit of a travel by Macca. And then the score. HOS Burgundy take the first point. They convert on their offense and take the lead 1-0. David Knight, cool. You see this wind is really affecting the boys throwing out there. Now picks it up. Very tight mark by Woodley. Right to Mad Dog. And then the huck goes up. Floats out the back though, Warwick Shepherd unable to get. Keith Hosham bringing the disc in for HOS Burgundy. They need the teeth of this breeze and the teeth of the defence. Lachlan Wise, Woodley, down the rule. Dan Rule goes around the backhand. Hodgson brings this one down. Hodgson resets to Wise. Wise to Woodley. David Knight fakes a hammer. Ambitious to throw a hammer in these conditions. Hodgson with the disc. Woodley comes out of the stack. Hodgson resets the middle. Quick call on the field. David Knight tapping it in. They're getting close to the end zone. Lachlan Wise goes up the line. David Knight gets stuck with the disc, throws it out on the great slide. There's a retracted ball on the field. Sweet as. Brett Wilson catches the goal for HOS Burgundy. They take the break and go up 2-0. David Knight with the pull. Puts up a big outside in. This one sits out of bounds though. Well out of bounds at the full. Goes out somewhere near halfway. So Fyshwick get the reset straight away. Bit of a zone here by HOS. Holmes. Don't get shot down. Hammer goes up. Brilliant throw in the conditions. Dow with the disc. Throws another hammer. And these are some skills. Mad Dog working it down that far sideline, throws a fake and then breaks the mark to Holmes. He swings to Dow, back to Dow. Dow with a disc, fakes the hammer, throws a dart. Holmes somehow secures that one. Dow with the disc again, then stuck on that sideline. Dow just breaks with a high release straight over Juan's head. David Knight gets caught and the disc is dropped. Unluckily, Austin will pick it up for HOS. Great undercut supplied there by Lachlan Wise. Wheeler downfield to Juan. Tries to reset to Stu Austin by the looks of things. Stu can't handle it and the disc goes down. Holmes comes to pick it up quickly. HOS are everywhere on the field though, there's not really any space, and HOS finally transition into a zone. Dow goes with that high release again. He's miles taller than Juan and he's using that high release to great effect. Lockie Wise kicks himself a block onto that one, goes past the receiver. Max Miller being marked by James Lay, the huck goes up. Floating up there. Contest, Matt Dow. Above the pack. Bamble with the disc. Goes up the line to Dow. Another contest. This one gets blocked by David Knight. One walks away from the disc. Max Wheeler goes back to pick it up. Resets to the middle of the field, foul call on the throw. That's Burgundy. The shot at scoring here. It'll be their third point in a row. Lachlan Wise throws a left-hand break. What a throw. David Knight gathers it in, then bombs a hammer over the top. Fyshwick get the turn. James Lay gets the deep and taps it in. Dow right across the field to Mad Dog. He throws it straight to David Knight. He gets the block for HOS. HOS get the disc back, go down the line. One looks to reset, but gets shut down, then goes up the line. So HOS for the score. That's 3 in a row, 3-0 to the boys from Victoria. Fyshwick going downwind. They really need to score here. One of them picks it up. Free receiver. Bid by James Lay. Can't get it. Wheeler to Wise. Lachlan Wise has played every point so far. Sets it up forehand. Mortimer getting in there. This goes down. Shepherd picks it up. Goes across the field to Lay. Hatfield puts it up deep. It's a good throw. Gareth Byers just on the end zone line. Fakes the forehand, fakes the push pass. Goes with the forehand to Ashton for the score. Fyshwick ball on back. Down with the ball. This one's fall short again. Step bar, disc in the middle of the field. Again, Fyshwick throw this transition zone. You see the mark standing a mile away. Get the reset. On Shepherd. He's inside out to Calavonis. He puts up a hike deep. He chips for deep to Mackin for the score. We'll leave with the ball. Fyshwick went in front in this game early on. Fyshwick need to pull something out. This one goes out of bounds. Mortimer. Bringing the disc in for Fyshwick on the brick mark. Being marked by Dale. And a block by Mark Isherwood. Rising up the belt to pack to slow that one away. See here, Mark Isherwood being marked by the Master Chief, Alex Leach. Probably a rare thing for Woodley to be marked by someone bigger than him, both in width and height. Wheeler facing up the line, swings across to David Knight, goes up the line to Dio, who can't reel that one in, just gets turned over. Fyshwick right on the doorstep. Jono Holmes walking over to pick this one up, who marked by Brett Melton, new dingo, and Jono Holmes, of course, one of the old dingoes, been representing multiple times at Wells. Adam Mortimer can't get there, Dio takes off to the end zone. Max Wheeler gets stuck with the disc though. He was looking for a quick option, couldn't find one. Fyshwick transitioned into their defense really quick. Hodgson with the frisbee right now, goes inside out, and it goes down. Isherwood unable to bring that one in. Holmes picks it up, immediately gets the cut off the front of the stack, and a pick. So Lachlan Wise taps it in, and the disc goes up straight away. Wheeler bringing the disc up for Burgundy, sorry. Hodgson goes up the line, covered. This drops into David Knight's lap. David Knight putting a flick up. That is a big flick in the wind. Woodley getting free of his receiver. This goes up, Holmes comes through. Dio catching the goal for HOS Burgundy. That's another upwinder, and that's really not what Fyshwick needed here. Dio from Belgium? Not sure. We'll get clarification of where he's from. Not from here, but a pretty good hockey player. David Knight with the ball. That's Burgundy. Way in front here. Ashley General lets this one land, roll, and it goes out of bounds. He'll bring it up and time to play it in. Gets running quickly to get there before the marker's on. Can't quite make it. One was wise enough to what Ashley wanted to do. Mad Dog with a good throw around the mark. Dow. Shepherd goes big. Thomas Watson under the disc is floating. Brett Middleton can't bring it in. Gentle to Mad Dog, who bobbles it. Lachlan Wise gets a hand on it and falls to the turf. And Rule picking the disc up. Haven't seen a lot out of Rule yet this game. Keith Hodgson spends it before he has it. And the disc goes down. Fyshwick with a chance to claw an upwinder. Warwick Shepherd hits the end zone, miles free. Doesn't get the disc. Inside out. The far side of the field. Fyshwick getting a score. And Holmes pulling for Fyshwick. Just rolls down, around and out. So Barr bring the disc in for HOS. Immediately gets a deep cut. The wind though is against him. He'll have to give it a good rip to get it up the field. Owen Shepherd with a lefty backhand. All the HOS players go up early. This floats around. Jono Holmes with a great low break. Gentle with the disc. Gentle going up the line to Mortimer. Mortimer with the disc, puts up the speculator. Jono Holmes maintains position and then puts it in the end zone. It floats. Holmes is a bit disappointed with that one, I think. Hoivu bring the disc in for HOS. Apparently he's carrying a bit of a knee injury. Looks like he's moving alright, but word is turning is a bit of a problem. On Shepherd with the disc. Gets the reset. Fyshwick trying to shut down the options here. Shepherd Fyshwick starting to close down the options. It's a big pass to the outside of the field, set Bar. Bar gets it back and then goes with the forehand. See that dump? See that dump there? Something HOS do often. The around break, speculated to the end zone, and the block. HOS personally catches a deep pass, dumps the disc, and then goes and scores. Rather than having receivers really pass the person with the disc to score. Seems to be working well for them this season. Didn't help them last time against Colony though. Holmes, bring it up, throws the around break. Mortimer has a deep cut, puts it up to him. Thomas Watson in there. Watson gets a hand on it but can't bring it down. Alex Leach comes screaming in from the side and wipes him out by the looks of it. Boy breaking. Seb Bar going with the backhand. Going deep downfield. Holmes tracking it down. Floating. Holmes gets a hand on it. It floats out of bounds. Excellent no call there by Tim Wise. Mortimer picking up the disc for Fyshwick. Mortimer with the disc. Engages the dart. Another floaty one. Holmes brings it down though. Holmes gets the dish pass. Goes to throw the hug, gets shut down. Mortimer fakes the quick one, then throws. Fyshwick working their way downfield. Jensen goes to the dump, gets shut down, goes up the line instead and gets the disc. Big power position and then bombs a hammer. Did someone tell Asher it's very windy out there? Apparently not. Mad confidence and mad skills. Dale pulling for Fyshwick. This ball is pretty good. Close down. Picked up by Max Wheeler. Fyshwick come out and stand at Tommy. We haven't seen something so usual from Fyshwick for a long time. They're normally innovators and throwing all kinds of exotic zones. All the inside out point, just a little bit out of position. Bar gets it, gets the reset. Bar with the disc. Throws an outside in to the far side of the field. It's floating up in the air. Gallivantis brings it down. Goes to break the mark. The receiver gets shut down in the meantime. Hoi Boo catching the goal for HOS. That one goes out at about halfway. Wouldn't he not happy with that one? Mortimer jamming the forehand even though the opportunity was gone and bounces off the receiver's hands down. Hodgson gets the under from Max, who dumps to Rule. Rule goes with the big backhand. Several Fyshwick defenders under it. Someone gets a hand on it and it drops through to us. So the disc coming back to Warwick Shepherd. There's a pick before the throw, even though it was clean D by Orange Shepherd. Warwick Shepherd and Fyshwick will get the disc back and another shot at the end zone. They need to score here, they need to go up wins, take this game to 7-6. Get back into it. It's on the mark. Foul. Goes up the line to Warwick Shepherd. Foul immediately goes up the line. Covered well by Hanson, who calls pick. Good D there by Nick Hanson. Brings it up the line. Pick called on the field. Discount. Goes to the forehand, deep downfield. Thomas Watson gets inside the lane and spots it to the ground. Thomas Watson with the disc. Ball downfield. Shepherd. On the mark. Holmes with the disc. Holmes down at the line. Nice bid by Hoiberry there. Well, one of the Dows, who knows which one it is. Throws a mark to score. Fyshwick get their badly needed upward point. The HOS now have to play offense upwind. Goes to dump. Mortimer shuts down the dump mostly. Maxwell gets the inside out though. Adavonis looks off Boygoon. Then goes to it again and looks off him again. Maxwell gets the reset. Reset to Seb Barr. Boss trying to go upwind and you see the disc sitting. Owen Shepherd runs through and catches it. Carlos. Seb Barr with the disc, going inside out, another floaty one. Max Wheeler with great bravery there. He's been called not in. Wheeler with the disc. Gage Hoiberry here as the dump. It's the reset, Hoss keep working. Call downfield. Just tapped in, Hoiberry with the disc. Calls the time out. Disc is tapped in, Hoiberry. Going to the open side. Gets in the end zone and HOS do go upwind to take half, 8-6. So coming back from half time. Team huddles were pretty predictable. HOS very emotional, very fired up. Lots of yelling, lots of cheering, lots of patting each other on the back. And Fyshwick, very measured, very calm, very analytical. We'll see how this half turns out now. HOS up by 8-6. Got their noses in front, but Fyshwick certainly won't lie down in this one. They're here to play, they're here to win third. Windy with the pull. Flat. Goes good distance. Fyshwick picking up the disc. Down to Holmes. Holmes going along. Jameson Lay. I'll never forget that one. Field coming in from the back. just about stealing the goal from him. Hodgson bringing the disc in for heads of state. The call is Newcastle, so whatever that means for Fyshwick and the D, that's what they're trying to do. And it works. Fyshwick get the turn, Thomas Watson runs past the disc. Looks like Dow going to pick it up. Dow takes up his pivot. Gets a cut to the open side. Big by Hodgson, but Mad Dog bringing a score for Fyshwick United. 8-7. Dow with the disc for Fyshwick, pulling upwind. The Paul's been struggling to reach halfway. This one, on the other hand, is going to float about 3/4 away. Come back a little bit. Slow bar. Back handling with Max Wheeler and Hoy Vu for HOS. Hoy calls 7 at the disc. Being marked by Mortimer. Throws him around, break over the top of Mortimer. Owen Shepherd blazing away with forehand over the top of the defender. Tim Wise in the end zone. Catches a HOS score downwind. Really quick, really easy. HOS on D, 2-1 on the right, on the line. It's a short one, number 4 from the left. He's been played as a bit of a zone specialist, running as the mark in most points in this game. Normally that's Guy that's been doing that job, but it seems like Guy has been promoted out of it and Juan has been demoted, but I'm wrong and it's a man defense. Holmes up the field to Byers. Gets another continuation pass up the field. Pass in the end zone and a massive lockout block there. I'm not sure of the call on the field. So an uncontested foul, possibly. Thomas Watson saying Lachlan Wise got him rather than the disc. The disc going to be tapped in. Thomas Watson fakes it around, goes up the line and it bounces off Asher General. Unable to bring that one in. Boss get a chance to go upwind. Lachlan Wise running right in the way around the stack. I'm not sure if that was planned. Stu Austin, very quick throw. Gets the disc out of his hands very, very fast. David Knight going with the forehand. Going deep, Jonathan Holmes caught out of position. Brett Middleton dumps to Dan Rule. Rule with the disc. Goes to dump the disc. Uncontested foul. Taps the disc in. Rule goes the around break. It floats in the air. Thomas Watson comes through and gets the disc. Holmes with it. Looking downfield, he has everyone running past him. Gentle going up the line. Byers bobbles and catches it on the 3rd try. Mandon, Byers in a lot of space. Throwing to the end zone to Thomas Watson for the score. Fyshwick scoring again. Going downwind and holding serve in this half. They're still down though, 9-8. Dow pulling from Fyshwick. The last one was a pretty good one. Wind still blowing a gale. Wind's going high though. And falling and floating back. So it's about shorter than halfway. Fyshwick on D. Said Bar picking it up. And immediately goes deep. A great heads up awareness block there. And Hansen can't quite get there. Bar runs to pick it up. This for it, Carbonis comes straight at the disc. And receives it from Seb Bar to score. Crowd here starting to grow. Men's final will be starting soon on field number 1. We'll see what kind of crowd we get for that match. And essentially it's a training colony match. Colony training match. It will be a colony short one. Clearly, some of the rest pillars in Australia can't get it past halfway. The wind is strong. Hatfield, not a throw. Been having a blinder of a tournament, exceeding a lot of expectations. This one's floating out there. Dyer misreads. Holmes with a massive bid and picks it up. John Holmes doing what he does best. And it's dropped. Unfortunately, bouncing off Hempel's hands, going down. Hodgson with the disc. Looks to dump the disc. Dump gets shut down though by Hatfield. Wheeler throwing it out to Hodgson. Hodgson takes a big step into the throw before resetting to Wheeler, who swings across to Austin. I think, yes, he's left-handed. Must be Austin. Austin throws across the field to Lachlan Wise, who can't get that one under control. As I mentioned earlier, Stu Austin, wickedly fast thrower, but seems to struggle to put touch on his throws. In this wind, touch is also a tricky proposition. You throw the pass too softly, it just won't get there. Holmes steps into Sweetaz, trying to get a bit of movement. Hempel goes up the line. Pick called. Looks like Isherwood was picked by Hempel on the way through. Sweetaz taps the disc in. Holmes bombs a hammer. Mad Dog gets down low. Keith Hodgson with a big block. So you hear the Fyshwick sideline starting to get very vocal. Dio comes on under. And that's speed, emphatically. Holmes picks it up. Throws a reset to Hatfield. Hatfield throws it upfield. The foot goes up down the field, it bounces in the air, goes out of bounds. Wheeler bringing the disc up for HOS. Isherwood supplies the primary cut. It's mostly shut down. Dio getting the inside out. Mad Dog on the mark. There's a lot of space in between Mad Dog and Dio. The dump gets completely shut down by Hatfield, but Dio ends up throwing a good pass. Pretty much the only place he could throw it. Max Wheeler is smart enough to know where it was going to. Wise goes forehand, floats. Isherwood coming in from the side. Holmes though gets the block. And Holmes calls the time out. So, just heard there at the HOS team singing a bit of a song. That's actually done so the other team can't hear what's happening in their huddle. It's not from a sudden outburst of gaiety. So, Holmes with the disc for Fyshwick. Big bid there by Hodgson, who's suddenly on his feet somehow. Holmes bombing a hammer to the far side of the field. Thomas Watson drops it though. Catching is always so hard in wind like this. The disc is varying so wildly side to side and up and down that it's very, very hard to get a read on it and bring it in. Wheeler picking it up as he has all day. Been so solid on that first pass. Hodgson goes up the line on Byers. Hodgson faking the backhand. I believed it. Wheeler. And then there was a bid there on the backhand field by Hatfield. Almost got it. Holmes picks it up. Immediately looking for the end zone, throwing it inside out. Hatfield catches the score on Max Wheeler, who elects not to lay out. Next wheel is off in the first layout, but Hatfield having a great tournament thus far. New player, only in his first or second year, I believe. Good throws. I would say very good throws, considering. And Fyshwick got a 10-9. So HOS still have their noses in front. Fyshwick are going to have to get a break somewhere. With 9 minutes remaining in the match, I'm thinking it might be this point here. They need to get the break and score up wins. If not, time cap could go and Fyshwick could run out of time. It could end up in fourth. Said Bar, going forehand downfield. Long throw to Owen Shepherd. Can't quite get close enough for the bid. Disc goes down. That was a big throw by Seb Bar, putting it on the breeze and sending it in the end zone. Possibly the worst joke ever cracked there. HOS, let's get HOS side. Hardly worthy of the pun meter. Mortimer bringing it in for Fyshwick. Goes through his hands. McDonald nearly catches it, but a last minute bid by Jono Holmes saves the Callahan. He's definitely not going to give HOS a score. He's going to make them work it in. Seb Bar going back for the disc, picking it up for HOS. Right on the doorstep here. Just to go out 11-9. And to continue to keep the noses in front. Many casts to the open side. Player gets crunched by Holmes. As Mackey's getting crunched by Holmes. And the turn results down with the disc. Oh, another bid by Holmes, and bids all over the place by Shepherd. Warwick Shepherd calling the injury. Owen Shepherd trying to throw a goal. Saw him hit the ground very hard there. Hopefully he's alright. Of course, when you're 6'5", 6'6"-ish, and you start to go down, by the time your upper body is going down, you've got a fair bit of momentum when you're that tall. Hopefully he's okay. Looks like he's holding his neck on the sideline. Owen Shepherd will get the disc with his option of 2 receivers to throw it to. So a bit of an argument about where people were when the injury was called. I believe that if it was as Warwick was injured, the disc would have been on the ground, so would have Jonathan Holmes, with Owen Shepherd somewhere around the area. Hatfield has come on for the injured Warwick Shepherd. Holmes unable to get that one, but bids anyway. That's the kind of heart Fyshwick are built on. You know, pretty much foregone conclusion. Owen Shepherd with the disc and his open receiver standing in the goals. But you see Jono Holmes bidding anyway, and that's the kind of heart Fyshwick have always prided themselves on. And you see here that they're not going to lay down. HOS are going to have to take this right to the end. We've got 5 minutes to go. David Knight, about to put up full. HOS on D downwind. On D upwind rather. HOS on downwind upwards. This one reaches halfway line just. Holmes picking it up. Goes up the line to James Lay. James Lay hits the end zone. What a score. Fyshwick, too easy. Going in, we'll make it 11-10. Jesse Wallace scored for Fyshwick, one of their new players. Fyshwick have somehow found 3 or 4 new players that look like they've been playing for years, even though they've only got 1 or 2, or in the case of the Master Chief, 6 months of playing time under their belt. Many of them haven't been to nationals before. or have only been once. So this year, Fyshwick having a good year despite falling short and not quite getting into the final. So, Dow with the disc, pulling for Fyshwick. Ray Shepherd is back on the field, looks to be okay, shaking off that knock earlier, he sustains. Seb Barr, big up the disc for HOS. Shepherd, Owen that is. Owen going beforehand deep downfield to Calavonis. Not quite in. Calavonis to McDonald. Good score. HOS just punch it in so easily. McDonald has a nose for the end zone. Seems to get open and score at will. Having another great game. Making the score 12-10 now. So this third place playoff drawing to a close. HOS Burgundy up 12-10. HOS Burgundy so incredibly tough to pull in when they get their noses in front. They took a break early in the game, and since then Fyshwick have been fighting just to keep up. The HOS Burgundy O-line being just so good and their D-line just being difficult to score on. Woodley pulling. It's a good ball going most of the way down the field. Hempel. Holmes. Holmes with the disc. Goes to Mad Dog, gets the reset. Holmes receives the disc back again. Goes back to Mad Dog. Holmes goes up the gun, down position, and then puts up the arc. Going deep downfield. Watson hasn't seen it. Sees it late when it goes out the back of the end zone, unable to bring it in. Keep Hodgson on the D, managing to get in there and just make things difficult for Thomas Watson. So by our count here, time cap should have went during that timeout, which means that Seb Barr talking with this. It means that if that is true, we should finish this point and then play to +1. And there's a call on the field. Great throw though by Adam Mortimer to bomb that hammer to Mad Dog. Seb Barr, so he was picked on the way out of the stack. Mortimer with the disc will have another shot. Will he elect to throw the hammer again? Mad Dog is still really open. If he can do the same throw again, they'll score. Mortimer goes through the end zone. Thomas Watson can't hold on to it. Disc goes down. HOS Burgundy get the turn. They can go upwind here. You have to think if HOS Burgundy score here, they'll win the game. Big pack of players. Disc goes out of bounds. Mortimer, middle of the field, Holmes. Resets to Lay. Hempel fakes the hammer. Holmes struggling with footing. Lay gets it to Mortimer for the score. Fyshwick punch it in. They take the game to 12-11. Which by, if I'm right about the time cap thingy, it'll be a game to 13. So, if this is the last point, HOS Burgundy's O-line going downwind, you'd have to back them in. A good call to start things. Fyshwick being very vocal. Max Wheeler with the disc. To Owen Shepherd, who's been playing on the machine. Seb Barr going in the end zone. Holmes, McDonald, first goal for the win. HOS Burgundy come third at Australian Nationals 2012. The boys stream onto the field. They've won this match. They come third. They're the third best team overall in Australia this year. And you see that they're happy. Fyshwick, still the bridesmaids of Australian Ultimate. I'd written them off at the start of the season. I really didn't believe they had what it takes. However, the proof is in the pudding. They're taking taking second place in the overall pools, heading into the quarterfinals, rolling everyone before them until the semis. People were saying about what Fyshwick didn't have, the players they lost, the things that they were missing. Instead they focused on what they did have. They had a very solid team, they had a plan, and they also had one bad game where they didn't quite fire against Colony, and it turned out to be the crucial one for them. HOS Burgundy, everyone expected them to go far in this tournament. They have. They didn't quite win against Colony, still falling short against the boys from Sydney. However, I think they can be happy. Their 6-year plan didn't quite come to fruition. Of course, the end goal being that they want to win nationals. They haven't achieved it this year. However, with their astounding growth in their club and their continued development on the Australian Ultimate scene, it's only really a matter of time. Thank you for joining me from the 3rd place playoff. I'm going to run over, help cover the men's final, which is Colony versus Colony. Thank you for joining us, and goodbye.